to read, rant, and review. My shirt today is my Slytherin shirt. Because every day I'm Slytherin. Today, as you probably noticed by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about one of the Avatar: The Last Airbender comics, which I am super excited about. Unfortunately, I realized that I do not own any Avatar: The Last Airbender shirts, which is a crime, and I really need to solve that, and if any of y'all can hook me up, I'm a small. I do, however, have a couple of mugs from my mug collection that are Avatar themed. I have Iroh and the Jasmine Dragon, and Zuko with hot leaf juice. So some of you may know that I am a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, and I have been trying to get my hands on copies of these comics for a little while. They're really expensive, and so I finally managed to figure out how to suggest books to my library, and so they got these editions in. They're huge hardcover, but they are the library edition, so they do include little tidbits on the side from like the artists and writers and everything, and that is really cool. Let's read the back, because I actually still have the book. Usually I send them back to the library right after I finish reading them. Immediately following the adventures chronicled in The Promise, which I will review once the library actually gets it in. This is the first one they sent me, and I wasn't going to wait to read it. For years, the fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra have burned with one question. What happened to Fire Lord Zuko's mother? Finding a clue at last, Zuko enlists the aid of Team Avatar and the most unlikely ally of all to help uncover the biggest secret of his life. Jane is here on my lap. You cannot see him because he is a little below the level of the camera, but he's here. He's here to help. So what did I think of this search? I liked it okay. It definitely was not my favorite thing that I've ever read. So the story of finding Zuko's mother, I thought it was okay. It could have been executed better. Everything felt a little bit rushed and moved a little bit fast, except when it dragged, where it did a little bit in the swamp that they go into. A big theme of this book is siblings, and they really wanted to hit that theme hard, and I think this book suffered a little bit from themeitis is what I'm going to call it, where the creators decide what they want the theme to be, and then they focus the book around that, which doesn't make it feel as organic and makes it feel a lot more forced. However, there were some very sweet little moments between Katara and Sokka that were there to contrast Zuko and Azula, and I really loved them, but they were very short moments. They weren't a highlight, and I missed the quality of really getting all of the characters highlighted. Although we had most of Team Avatar, except Toph, which is sad, of course it was mostly Zuko's story, and while I love Zuko, I love him, I was sad that the rest of Team Avatar did not get as much love. There is a little bit of the relationship between Zuko and Aang as friends, which I really also enjoy, and again, I wish there was a little bit more of. Their dynamic as friends is really cool because they are so fundamentally different as people. That was a win. Aside from being Zuko's story, this is also primarily Ursa's story, the story of Zuko's mother, and we do get a lot of flashbacks to her life. A lot of questions are answered, some of them more satisfactorily than others. Some people might love this. I did not enjoy a choice they made about why Ursa stayed away from her family once she was banished. I'm going to try not to give spoilers here, but I don't like what they did. It seemed too easy and it seemed out of character for her. Ultimately, that choice was undone by Deus Ex Machina, which she will have to deal with the repercussions of in the next book, which we will talk about shortly, but I didn't like that particular choice. I was, however, quite pleased that something that was hinted at, kind of teased at the beginning of the book, did not turn out to be true. It will really be interesting to see Zuko having his mother back and how that will affect him and how that will affect her, which we will talk about in the next book. Let's talk about the art in this one. The art was something that was both beautiful and disappointing. The illustrations were really great. All of the characters were on model. You could always tell, obviously, who they were. However, the action scenes were not great. and that disappointed me a little bit because I have read some comics with really dynamic action scenes where you could follow the flow of a fight really easily. A great example would be Rust, which I cannot talk about enough. I love that series. But in this one, the fights were kept very short, usually only about 2 pages, and it was very choppy and it did not capture at all the awesomeness and the movement and the flow of the martial arts fights from the show, and I truly believe that they could have captured it better. However, otherwise the art style was great. All of the characters looked amazing. The backgrounds, the backgrounds. They did not skimp on the backgrounds. Little details all over the place. Beautiful. So overall, the search was a good time, and I'm glad I read it, but it wasn't amazing, and I didn't love it. However, I would recommend it if you are an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, and if you are interested in what happened to Zuko's mother, and you want some more Zuzu, because we love our emo firebender boy. Also, if you're like me and you are a weirdo and you actually ship Aang and Katara together, there is a little bit of Aang and Katara love in this, which I'm sure you will appreciate. Have you read The Search? If you have, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about it. As always, guys, remember that I post videos Mondays and Fridays or Saturdays whenever my slow-ass internet decides to do the thing. If you want to make sure that you see these videos, remember to use whatever bending power you choose to hit that subscribe button. If you're a firebender, please don't start your computer on fire, and if you're a waterbender, again, you know what, maybe don't use bending to click the buttons, just use your finger. Also, if you want to keep up with me and whatever shenanigans I happen to be up to, there are also links in the doobly-doo to my social media, because you can never have enough me in your life. Am I right? Of course I am. And I will see you guys all again next time with whatever I happen to be doing next time. Bye!